We are out here on the back road. We're just in front of the clinic, the school, and I'm going to switch around. We're going to take a little walk down the main road. There have been a few changes on back road onto the main road. I'm going to switch you around so we can see where you're at right now. This beautiful garden in front here. This is the folks that own the garden center, so you can see they've got some really pretty plants ready to go at the garden center. We went out and got some pots the other day, so that was nice. And they also have an oyster company. We got some oysters from them the other day too, so that was quite good. We're gonna go this direction. Drove by the school the other day and noticed that they had taken down the trailers there that they were using for storage. I'm not sure where they got sent, but they are gone. So this space behind the school is much more open than it was. So gives a little more room here at the back of the school. And we went by the coffee company today too. I drove by that, and they are really going to town there. Some of you might have seen their update. They got the back room getting together, looking pretty good. They got the lawn cut. They were bustling around today, getting everybody out there. All hands on deck, trying to get that place put back together really quickly. So we've got, it's really looking nice. The garden center is still behind the variety store. That's just the owners live in the house there, so they have ample plants to pick from to make their yard look beautiful. I had a question if the garden center had moved, but no, it is still behind the variety store. So the coffee company, I know everybody's looking forward to going there. And they got a fence up here. This, for those of you who have watched this video already, know this is where there used to be a house. But as we do so often on Ocracoke, the owners decided that the house was better somewhere else and gave it to a young family that needed a house. They just had to move it. So that is down the street a little ways. And we're actually on our way to the back porch. We're going to go into the back. Daphne, the owner of the back porch, has been doing some, she's calling it the pantry, I think, the back porch pantry. And oh my gosh, it's fabulous. So we're gonna go talk to her just a little bit. We got photobomb there. We're gonna go talk to her just a little bit and see what she is doing. I was gonna try to describe it myself, but I figured I would do a very poor job of describing it. So when you come to the island, this will be something fun. You go, oh, look how pretty. We got mermaids there. Handmade sign. Their yard always looks so beautiful here on the corner. And Blackbeard's Lodge is getting back together. Looks like they got some new posts. Got lots of people checking in again. Pennsylvania, West Virginia. I know I usually have Vermont, North Carolina, Minnesota. Yeah, Arkansas, California, all people from all over the place. So here's where Edwards, there was a little cottage up there. They've still got those units there. There was a little cottage there, and then the main office and the main cottage is back here. As I said before, are gone. But they've got those cottages that were up high. They didn't get flooded, and they're still available for rent. So if I get muffled, it's because I'm putting my mask on so that we can go talk to Daphne without risk of her getting anything. Nobody on the island that I know of has gotten sick yet, but we try to keep our neighbors safe around here. So we'll make sure. So this is the back entrance. Normally people don't come up the back entrance to the back porch, but different times call for different rules, I guess. We'll see where she's at. Here, and I love her sign back here. For a good time call. This is normally the delivery area. Hi, Daphne. We might have to talk a little louder with masks on, just
I know.
so we can hear. But
An inconvenience, but oh well.
But like I said, we want to keep everybody safe around here.
Our new normal. That's right. That's right. Well, welcome to my new back porch market slash pantry slash third reinvention in the past 12 months. But, you know, like you said, us O'Cockers are a resilient bunch, so we kind of bend and morph and shift to...
Yeah, if something changes, we just have to...
Just gotta roll with the flow, man, you know?
So tell everybody what you're doing. I got a chicken pot pie today that I'm super excited about, and some of your famous meat sauce. Lachlan got your baked ziti last... over Christmas.
When we were open. So
yes.
We were actually open through January 31st, post-Dorian, to accommodate the lack of other restaurants, or make up rather for the other restaurants that weren't open. And so this go around, this thing kicked in literally right at what would have been our reopening in a conventional format, and that didn't happen. So I started making bread, which was kind of easy for me because I used to make all the bread here. And I made soup, and I just started, I was like giving it away, and then I was like, oh, wait, snap, I can sell this. And so, you know, I kind of started selling a little bit, and then I was just walking through my storeroom upstairs, and I was like, hey, I can sell this, like coconut milk, like, you know, just staples.
Things that are hard to find.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Wasabi powder. And actually I left out one of the big linchpins was the flour.
Mm-hmm.
So I discovered that I could buy 50 pounds of good quality King Arthur bread flour, whole wheat flour, yeast, when it was hard to find most places. Because
most people in regular households don't necessarily order 50 pounds of flour at a time.
Our local store, the variety store, has been doing an outstanding job keeping the shelves stocked, but they don't normally sell bread flour. It's not something that people usually buy that off island, but off island, you know, it wasn't available in all the supermarkets. I was sending friends in New York and sister in Texas yeast.
Wow.
So anyway.
And even us on the island, a lot of us weren't going off.
Yes, exactly.
To do our normal shopping.
So I was buying 50-pound bags, and I was like, oh, you know, so I bagged up 5-pound bags and started selling that. And then this old supermarket shelf was on the junk pile at the variety store parking lot.
I almost got it. I went by it and I almost took it.
To the dump, and my husband cursed me because I'm a bit of a hoarder, junk hoarder. And lo and behold, this is my impulse aisle. When you walk up here, and our cashier's over there, I have pasta, bread flour, whole wheat flour, coconut milk, wasabi, I bake chocolate chip cookies. I've been buying like wines on clearance and passing those savings on to the customer. So yeah.
So if you're a visitor coming to the island and the back porch doesn't open the way it normally does under these circumstances,
right.
Or on a much more limited basis or whatever, you could kind of make your own back porch meal.
That's right. I'm going to start expanding. So I've been doing, you know, pot pies, bread, of course, I'm going to do baked ziti this week, macaroni and cheese. And as visitors come, you know, I can do, for example, platters of local fish with maybe a seasoned butter. They just have to pop it in the oven and cook it. If there's a market for it, I could have all of the portions of the meal. I could have jasmine rice cooked. You could buy by the quart, half quart, you know, fresh vegetables, that kind of a thing. So I'm going to start kind of expanding sort of family style meals to go, like Boston Market formula.
Oh, that sounds
But I will
great.
also be opening the lunchbox.
Okay.
I have that location which lends itself well to this
to go
kind of
situation.
So that'll be the salads, sandwiches, yeah.
And now I have another question. I know you do your famous sticky toffee pudding.
Yes.
Have any of you guys had the sticky toffee pudding? We'll see. We'll have to look for the responses later. She's been making those, and David and I did a video on fig cake the other day, and I was wondering, it's a little more complicated with the layers and everything. Is that
a sticky toffee layer cake? I've actually kind of been working on it in my mind with sort of a gooey caramelly frosting.
Ooh.
There's no reason in the world why you can't layer those puppies up.
And if somebody wanted to pre-order a sticky toffee or maybe even fig cake?
Currently, and I'm trying to build stuff up because currently the sticky toffees sell out. I'm always having to come in the next day and make more. The bread, the sticky toffees sell out. Pot pies sold out. So yeah, what my goal is to get to where I can, the bread is really the only thing that has to be made that day, but everything else, if I have extra, I can store. I've got a big walk-in freezer, and on one of my market days, I had extra soup, and I froze quarts of homemade chicken noodle soup.
Which we got one of those too.
And selling frozen meals like that. So
awesome. So I'm thinking if people are coming and you start to get busy, is it good maybe for them to call ahead or email you ahead to give?
And I'm working up, I'm kind of stumbling through this right now. It's all very new, and I'm developing a better system for advertising my stuff, and it's just been local so far, so it's been easy to just go through Facebook.
And are you posting it on your back porch
Facebook site was the first time today. Prior to today, I just did the local page. So today I started on the back porch Facebook back porch. Yeah, you can just like the back porch Facebook page, and you'll get those notifications.
And it's called the Back Porch Restaurant and Wine Bar, right? That's the official term.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so,
well,
just another something different.
Well, we are looking forward to our meal, so we're very excited. But we're going to go on for a walk, and
nice to see you
thank you,
guys.
Daphne.
Bye.
Yeah, when my son got her big ziti December, he has not stopped talking about it, and that's been, 5 months ago that he had it. So I didn't know she was going to do it to go. So we'll have to surprise him with that one night. So we're going to walk on down. Back road. Like I said, they've been doing a good job here. This where the sand is. A lot of times when you come around through the village now where you see sand, it was a house a lot of the times. Not all the times, but a lot of the times. And I saw something out on the main road earlier, which is why I'm going this way, and I'm not sure if it's still there. So if it is, you'll see what I'm talking about, and if it isn't, I'll have to explain what was there and show you a picture of it later. We will see. It is a gorgeous day. It's a little cool in the air, but the sun is really hot. I actually have shorts on. I wasn't sure it was a good idea to wear shorts, but I risked it. The long sleeve shirt over top just in case the breeze was too cool. Beautiful clouds. There's big puffy clouds out on the horizon. I took a picture of the lighthouse today, and it was just such a beautiful classic picture of what the lighthouse, just a traditional picture of the lighthouse. It was just really pretty. Sorry, I feel like I'm shaking around more today. Here we are back on Middle Road and Old Beach Road. This house has had a lot of work done to it here on the corner. Kept it up really nicely. Go by where the daycare was, where they were housing the elementary school for a while. Yeah, we had somebody all the way from Germany check in, from Deutschland. Maybe one day I'll try to do a talk in German. That'd really throw everybody off, wouldn't it? throw me off too. It is breezy. I'm sorry about the wind here. Traffic is probably due to the post office variety store traffic. Usually, well, the mail gets kind of put up around 3 or 3:30, so people start coming in usually about that time and hit the variety store and the mail. So it's always a little busier on the street in that hour and a half. That was Elise that just went by. Her mom runs the slushy stand, and they've been going great guns. I almost walked by there today. They got the bikes out, and everybody's scrubbing along. We all kind of anticipated a May 21st or 22nd opening. So most of us, at least speaking for myself maybe, respond better to deadlines. And so we had the 21st or 22nd in our head, and all of a sudden it's become the 16th. So we're really scrambling to get the final touches done and things ready to open in some way, shape, or form. As you heard with Daphne, it's not necessarily going to be the way we normally open, but we adapt. We hope that everybody out there who's coming to the island will realize that we're doing the best we can, and we're doing what we can to make it all work for us and for our visitors. Oh, and exciting news here. This isn't the thing I was going to tell you about, but exciting news. They're getting new gas pumps. The gases have been working intermittently since the storm, actually since before the storm, and they're finally getting new gas pumps. So hopefully when you guys get here, we will have gas accessible. So we still recommend to fill up before you get to the island, just because these are brand new pumps, and we don't know how well they're going to work. So for now, at least, fill up before you get here if you can. Sweet Tooth has been doing a lot of work. We got a beautiful deck there, lots of picnic tables. See the new red roof adjacents and trade winds, they're ready to go. I don't know how the surf fishing has been. I'm not a fisherman or even a fisherwoman, but I know Ferris O'Neill has a new boat that he's been going out on the water fishing, and they have brought back some beautiful looking fish, tuna and drum, all sorts of really big catches. So they've been selling some fish too, so if you get to the island, you can maybe look up them and see. He runs the Drumstick. So here we are, and it's still here. Can you see what's on the back of that truck? I don't know if many of y'all have seen the pictures of the big buoy out on the beach. It washed up. It's an inlet buoy, ocean buoy. It washed up after Hurricane Dorian. Huge. The whole thing didn't show. A lot of it was under the sand. Can everybody see that? Okay, I'll walk past the dump truck. But that gives you an idea of how big it was. That front end loader there is right next to it. So walk over in just a minute. So we were all wondering if and when they were going to get it off the beach. So unfortunately, when you get here, you won't be able to climb on it, but you can see next to this front end loader how really big it is. And I don't know if you've seen some of Jason Wills's posts. It was down on the south end, washed up after Dorian, and was just so heavy it was really hard to move. And they finally, I guess, got all the paperwork or the organizations lined up, the departments that were in charge of it, and got it off the beach, I think just today. So that's it. Here we are at Tradewinds. Jason's, they're going great guns. Howard's Pub down there is doing some to-go still. They've expanded their hours, I believe. And then the Plum Point, we got their burgers the other day, their special burgers. I'm gonna wait just a minute till the traffic goes by. We got their special burgers the other day, and I kid you not, I am on my 4th serving of it. I keep adding it to sweet potatoes or rice or something else. I've turned it into 4 whole meals. It was that big. And then there is, this used to be the Assembly of God Church that was moved here quite a few years ago. And now you can rent it. So if you want to stay in an old church, there you go, you can rent that. And then of course, I know a lot of you are going to be checking into the Ocracoke Island Realty before too long. So I'll leave you with one final shot of big old buoy, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow. Every day, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but every day we find something to do or talk about. So if you have any questions, if you want to hear anything specific, I can't promise I'll do it or we'll be able to do it, but I'll try. All right, thank you guys.